Welcome aboard Skylark Outdoors here, and today we have something very special. A Formula 400 Super Sport Crossover Boat, which we're going to get on right now and show you around. This thing is a beast, but a refined beast. You're going to be able to entertain, you're going to be able to have a good time. I guess you could even fish off this thing if you wanted, but this is 40 feet long of pure power. So you can see you've got all kinds of accent lighting here on this boat. This boat is just something else when you look at it compared to other boats in that 36 to 42 foot range. You get on this thing, it feels cool. You've got all kinds of accent lighting. You've got your display panels here. Of course, these are touch controls. You've got all your controls over here, joystick piloting. And what is very special about this boat is this one is outfitted with the Quad 400 Mercury engines, which we'll get to later. And so you've got the Ray Marine electronics. You can click on those screens and get all kinds of information about the engines, electronics, navigation, whatever you want there. And then you can see you've even got vents here to cool you off or heat you up if you need to, in addition to your standard controls that you're gonna see for a boat. Music, of course, very important, and a little bit of storage here for your valuables, keys, cell phone, whatever you want. And then you've got a little table there, convertible, and this is really cool too. It's a glass or acrylic door here, not only at the top, but the bottom also. That is very unique. Everything about this boat is unique and just amazing. This thing is really cool. If you ever get a chance to go on one, please do. Or if you get a chance to buy one, please do as well. These things are really cool. You can see some cup holders there. Plenty of room up here for, I would say, 8 people fairly comfortably. 4 people could probably lay out there pretty well, but 8 could sit around and have a good time. And then as you walk back here, you can see all the deck space we have. Even though this is 40 feet, for whatever reason, the layout of this, it feels so much larger than 40 feet in person. This thing feels massive compared to a boat of a 38 or 36 foot size. And you can see you've got a berth up here in the front, plenty of cup holders, couple of windows, TV, little buffet area, some storage, and then you have a rear berth as well. So you've got 2 nice berths. Look at this bathroom. That is pretty cool. Feels like you're going into a nightclub there, and that head, you've got everything you need there. And then additional storage, refrigerator, cooling, all that stuff down here, as well as you've got a grill, refrigerator up here, everything that you need, a sink, kind of a little mini buffet here. To do whatever you need, as well as cup holders, bottle holder, anything like that. And then what's cool is these seats here in the back, you can rotate these forwards or backwards, so you can use that as kind of a layout area. In this swim platform is huge, but let's get to the meat of this thing and one of the coolest things about this. So you can outfit this with a different variety of engines. You can go 300s or kind of 350s are the standard. This one is outfitted with the max horsepower on here, Mercury 400 engines. You've got quad 400s, 1600 horsepower in outboards on a 40-foot boat. So you say, what does that do? Is this a slow boat? Absolutely not. This thing screams. This is truly a super sport crossover boat. You can go 66 miles per hour with the quad 400s on this boat. And why is that impressive? That's because this thing weighs 23,740 pounds. It's got a 12-foot beam and is 40 feet long. So this is just a beast, and you can push it faster. If you look at similar boats in this range that are a boat that you can both entertain on, you could go fishing on if you want, or just have a lovely cruise on a Sunday afternoon, or maybe go see the sunset. Most boats in this range, this size, are going to top out at somewhere around 40 to 50 miles an hour, and that's pushing it for a lot of boats. This thing is a full 16 miles per hour faster than most boats similar to this size. Now, that's not going to talk about like a pure center console like a Contender or a Nortec or something like that, where you've got more of a specific racing boat. This thing, if you know about Formula, they have their lineage in both racing and pleasure boats, but mostly racing. And they've taken everything they know about racing as well as a pleasure boat and combined it in one. That's why it's called a Super Sport Crossover. I don't want to call this like the SUV of boats because it's not. That would not do this well because it is so much more. This thing is sleek, it's beautiful, the lines are beautiful. The entertaining space is so well thought out, and the accents on the boat are so cool, just in terms of the lighting and just little things when you get on this boat that make it so much different than other boats in this size range. But on top of that, mechanically and uh, as a boat and the engineering behind this boat, this is truly an engineered boat to go fast. A lot of boats, just a hull, they slap some engines on it and it gets a speed whatever it goes. That's what it is. You add more power and it goes a little bit faster. This thing is actually meant to go fast and carry a lot of people and do it very easily, very comfortably, very elegantly, all in one. It does all of it, but it is truly an engineered boat. And I think that is magnificent about this thing. So it's 40 feet, 12-foot beam, 23,740 pounds, and it has 6'5" cabin headroom, which is actually incredible. This is one of the few cabins that I've gotten in, and that forward berth is actually plenty of space for me, and I'm pretty tall to be able to get in there and feel like, wow, I don't have to duck down around everything. So that's really nice. That forward berth has plenty of cabin headroom, as well as the headroom at the helm and everything else. There are some boats like this where you'd be surprised how little headroom there is between the top of the boat and the deck, even when you're sitting at the helm, which can be a problem, especially if you hit waves and stuff like that and you're bouncing up and down and you hit your head. You don't want to do that. It's got a 56-gallon water capacity and then a holding capacity, waste capacity of 43 gallons. You also have 11'5" bridge clearance if you're coming out of a canal, 40-inch draft, and a 21-degree dead rise. So with this boat as outfitted, and this is outfitted with the top of the line package in terms of power, with the quad 400s. You can put 300s, 350s, or 400s on it. So they went above and beyond when they outfitted this specific one, and they matched this to the color of the boat, which I think is really cool. It's just something you don't see that often. You've got a 66-mile-an-hour top speed, which is insane. Now, they didn't give me the information with the 400, so we have to go off the 350s for the fuel economy, consumption, and range. But you get a 400-gallon fuel capacity, and at this is crazy. At 5,000 RPM, which I guess you could say is their cruise, you would get 44 miles an hour and 56 gallons per hour fuel consumption, which is actually pretty good for a boat this size. And that gives you a 314-mile range. So the most efficient cruise speed is at that 5,000 RPM, 44 miles an hour, and 56 gallons per hour, which is insane. So you have got the hammer down on this thing, just cruising to get the most fuel efficiency and range out of it at 5,000 RPM. And the chart on this wide open throttle goes all the way up to 6,400 RPM with the Mercury Quadrado 350s with joystick piloting, of course, as well. So a lot of boats, typical cruise is like 27 to 35 miles an hour. Once again, the cruise on this is a full 10 miles an hour on average than a similar size boat. So this thing just hauls and you're going to have a lovely time on it. And then on top of it, you can enclose that front area on the boat, which is really cool. You can enclose both the bottom and the top portion so that you can keep any water out, and you've got vents there as well to be able to keep whatever temperature you want on you as the driver, hot or cold. and just loaded with all kinds of different accessories. If you get a chance to look at one of these, I highly recommend you do. And if you buy one, go ahead, reach out to me in the comments or email us. I'll go for a ride with you on it. I'll show you how to use it, have a good time on it, no problem. Or if you just want to learn more about it, give me a call, and I'd be happy to talk you through my opinion of this boat. But pretty cool boat, beautiful color, it looks cool, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully, if you do get this boat, you entertain a lot of people, have a lot of friends out there, so they can all enjoy this beautiful piece of art and mechanical engineering, and really have a good time. So thanks for watching this, and if you want to support the channel, go ahead, click down in the links below. We've got all kinds of stuff to help you out boating, all kinds of courses, and all kinds of outdoor stuff. We don't just do boats on this channel. We also go through some ski stuff, some outdoor stuff, things that are just generally outdoor sports. That is the point of Skylark Outdoors, to help you enjoy the outdoors and be outside. So please give us that thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you next time.